Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick little video about something that's pretty important for law enforcement, and that's the addition of the Ram 1500 SSV for the 2025 model year. Now, if you're familiar with law enforcement vehicles, you'll know that Ram and Dodge have made a huge lineup of basically pursuit vehicles. We had the Charger Pursuit that was super successful. It was the most popular police car since the discontinuation of the Crown Victoria from Ford. And then as people moved to SUVs, they brought the Durango Pursuit into action, but for the longest time they had a Ram 1500 Classic SSV. And if you're wondering what the heck does SSV mean, it means Special Service Vehicle. So with the Ram 1500 Classic, originally we thought in 2019 we would see the 5th generation Ram actually make its debut for law enforcement. We were really hoping that it would, but unfortunately Ram decided, hey, we're going to continue to build the Ram 1500 Classic because it was a cheaper alternative for law enforcement. That truck served pretty well, but with it being discontinued this year, Ram has switched finally to the 5th generation truck, and this should offer a lot more for agencies going forward. And we'll probably see Ram actually pick up a lot of sales because of this truck. And the reason why is now, instead of having just Hemi power, this truck will have 2 engine options. It's going to have more capability, and it's going to be more practical than ever because a 5th generation Ram is actually bigger than the outgoing Ram 1500 Classic. So as you can see in this picture here, basically what it starts out as is a 2025 Ram 1500 Tradesman. It only comes in a crew cab model with a 5-foot 7-inch box. You can't get the 6-foot 4-inch box, unfortunately, but 5-foot 7-inch box. And it comes with steel wheels. Basically, it's a kind of stripped down Ram 1500 Tradesman. However, there's certain options that make it unique for law enforcement, okay? And that includes, so basically, if we look, we get originally 2 powertrain options available. So standard is the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 with e-torque. That engine should be great for law enforcement agencies, basically going around and doing patrol in city operations and stuff. So that engine makes 305 horsepower, 269 foot-pounds of torque, still mated with the 8-speed torque flight transmission, and gets 19 miles per gallon in the city, 24 miles per gallon on the highway. Then you have the new 3-liter Hurricane inline-6 twin-turbo engine. That's the standard output model. The high output model is not going to be available in this truck, but that will boost up the power to 420 horsepower and 469 foot-pounds of torque. So that's a huge significant improvement over the 5.7 Hemi going forward. That's also made it to the same, well, it's not the same, but it's an 8-speed automatic transmission. This one's going to be instead of the 850RE, this one's going to be the 8HP75. But this one maintains a 17 mile per gallon city rating and a 24 mile per gallon highway rating. So it gets the same mileage on the highway that the Pentastar does. So that's pretty dang good for law enforcement. But what really stands out in the new trucks is that Ram will be offering a special seating. So you do get like a 20 or 40-20-40 basically vinyl bench in the front. And what they can do is they can remove that middle part and they can put a actual setup for their radios and like an actual setup for their laptops and stuff on that, which is great. The back seat's a vinyl bench, just like we see in the normal, basically the normal Tradesman. Flooring's all vinyl, making it up easy to clean and stuff like that, because that's what law enforcement wants. But with the cab itself being 4 inches longer than the outgoing cab, it's going to offer a lot more room, not just for the officer, but for putting people in the back as well, because you're going to probably have a cage put in the back, a dividing system, so it should make it a little more comfortable for not only the actual officers up front, but for the people in the back, or the perps in the back. The new trucks will also have the Uconnect 5 system with a hands-free Bluetooth, which will be nice for officers while driving. It's going to have the 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot like all the trucks have, and it's also going to have law enforcement will be able, the actual police departments will be able to tell, how many miles are on the truck, when the truck needs to be serviced, all that stuff without even having to go to the truck. It'll be all, data, collected and sent right to their computer. So that will be nice for having to manage fleets and stuff like that as well. As for safety features, the Ram 1500 for 2025 comes with like a ton of standard ones. So for the first time ever, we get adaptive cruise control as standard across the lineup. So that includes the Tradesman and it includes the SSV. You can also get blind spot monitoring, a rear backup camera, which is obviously a standard, active lane management. So that's kind of cool. So that makes it a little more comfortable to drive on, just doing patrols. You're also going to see that, with this bigger cab, again, you're going to have a lot more room. The new trucks are also going to have like a certified speedometer. They're going to have the police council. They're going to have a red and white dome lamp, secure park, and they're going to actually have wiring specially put in for spotlights. So when these these agencies go and buy these from companies that are certified to sell Dodge law enforcement vehicles, they can take them to outfitters and have them all set up and all the wiring and stuff are already there. So that's kind of cool. It makes it a little bit easier and cheaper for law enforcement agencies. So if you compare the two trucks, here's the Ram 1500 Classic down here. I mean, it was old. It had been around since 2009. But, I mean, it was a solid truck, and it was pretty bulletproof for what it was. The thing is, now you get these new trucks in, and you're getting more capability. So if you look here, the Pentastar V6 has a GVWR of 6,900 pounds, Hurricane of 7,100 pounds, max payload, 1,800 pounds with the Pentastar, 1,840 with the Hurricane. And a lot of agencies, not only do they have to carry gear and stuff like that, but a lot of agencies now have to, like, for example, you might have a dive team or something where you have to carry a trailer, like tow a trailer or a boat or a crime scene investigation unit. So the Pentastar still can actually tow quite a bit, 7,330 pounds, but the Hurricane can tow 11,300 pounds. So that's pretty dang good. So it'll be very interesting, but what we're going to see here pretty quick is these trucks are going to show up on dealer lots like very soon. 2025 models have already been, for the actual mass market have been produced for quite a while, but Sterling Heights Assembly Plant should be producing these very quickly, and we should start seeing these in certified Dodge law enforcement dealers very soon. So if you are a law enforcement agency who is looking for a new truck, you can go over to Stellantis' Fleet Solutions page and actually contact them, and they'll even send out agencies testing vehicles to actually see how they work and can get you a bunch of different fleet discounts and stuff. So if you're an agency and you're looking for this, go over and just type in Google's Stellantis Fleet Operations, and there's a whole bunch of information on these trucks on that website. And you can contact Stellantis, and like I said, they'll actually send you a testing vehicle so you can actually see the truck and use it in person. So pretty cool operation that Ram has with this new 2025 Ram 1500 SSV. I think it's going to be a very successful truck, especially as we see more and more agencies going to pickups, especially pickups, because like Ford has their F-150, Police Interceptor, and then Chevy has their Silverado SSV, or something like police PPV, their police pursuit vehicle. So it'll be very interesting to see how the Ram does against it. But again, sounds like a good deal for law enforcement agencies. There is no official pricing yet, but I think it will be pretty comparable with what the Ram 1500 Classic was. So again, check it out on Stellantis' Fleet Operations site, and or contact your local Dodge law enforcement dealer. So stay tuned. There's a lot more cool vehicles coming very soon, because there's a whole bunch of new product rolling out, believe it or not. So I'll catch you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe. Bye.